The French national team had a strong start at the 2026 World Cup, defeating Senegal 3-1 in their opening match of Group 1 despite a difficult first half. Kylian Mbappe's brilliance in the second half secured all 3 points for Les Bleus. The match was far from easy for Didier Deschamps' team. Senegal started confidently and were ready to play an attacking game against the reigning World Cup runners-up. Meanwhile, France, despite possessing a very strong attack with Mbappe, Ousmane Dembélé, Michael Olise and Désiré Doué, lacked cohesion. In the first half, France had more possession but failed to create any truly dangerous opportunities. Mbappe had an underperforming first 45 minutes, repeatedly mishandling the ball and being neutralized by the Senegalese defense. Conversely, the African team had more notable chances. In the 25th minute, Nicolas Jackson gave the French a scare with a shot that hit the post after a rapid counterattack. Before the half ended, Ismaïla Sarr missed another opportunity to open the scoring, shooting over the bar from a favorable position. After the break, France increased the tempo of their attack and began to create more pressure. Michael Olise and Mbappe both had one-on-one chances but could not beat goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, who was very solid in the Senegal goal. However, Les Bleus' persistence finally paid off in the 66th minute. From a delicate through ball by Olise, Mbappe broke the offside trap before neatly finishing past Mendy to open the scoring for France. The goal helped the French team play more freely. In the 82nd minute, Bradley Barcola doubled the lead after a clever run and a skillful chip over the Senegal goalkeeper. Just when it seemed the match was over, in the 5th minute of added time, 18-year-old prodigy Ibrahim Mbaye unexpectedly scored to reduce the deficit to 1-2 for Senegal, rekindling hopes of a point for the African side. However, Senegal's joy was short-lived. In the very next attack, Mbappe completed his impressive performance with a superb long-range shot, giving Mendy no chance to save. The goal sealed a 3-1 victory and helped the French star complete a brace in his opening match. With this win, France temporarily moved to the top of Group 1 and had a favorable start to their journey towards conquering the 2026 World Cup. Meanwhile, Mbappe continued to affirm his role as the leader of Les Bleus with an explosive performance at the moment the team needed him most. Striker Erling Haaland scored a brace, helping Norway defeat Iraq 4-1 in their opening match of Group 1 at the 2026 World Cup. The two teams entered the match with completely contrasting journeys to the 2026 World Cup. Norway was one of the most impressive teams in the World Cup qualifiers, winning all 8 matches and scoring 37 goals. An average of 4.6 goals per game is also the highest scoring efficiency ever achieved by a European team in a World Cup qualifying campaign with 5 or more matches. Meanwhile, Iraq had to take the longest and most arduous path to participate in the biggest football event on the planet. The West Asian representative was the 48th and also the last team to qualify after a total of 21 qualifying matches, more than any other team. Iraq only managed to reach the USA after overcoming Bolivia 2-1 in the Intercontinental Playoff held in Mexico. The gap in experience, class and squad depth was reflected on the pitch in Gillette, Massachusetts on June 16. Despite being considered the underdog, Iraq started confidently, even creating several good chances and preventing Norway from imposing their desired game in the first half. However, the difference lay in Haaland. In the 29th minute, Norway launched a well-organized attack from their own half. Antonio Nusa initiated the move before David Mahler-Wolf broke down the left wing and crossed the ball to the far post. Inside the box, Haaland stretched to finish from close range, opening the scoring. The striker continued his impressive form, having scored in all 11 of his most dangerous matches for Norway since November 2024. Then, it was Iraq's most dangerous attacking threat who made his mark. In the 39th minute, Jassim caused trouble on the left wing before setting up Al-Amari. The midfielder delivered an accurate cross for Ayman Hussein to leap high and head the ball into the net past goalkeeper Orjan Niland, equalizing the score. Hussein, dubbed the Haaland of Iraq, currently holds the record for goals scored by the Iraqi national team, 33, including 8 goals in the Asian World Cup qualifiers. But Iraq's joy was short-lived. 4 minutes later, receiving a back pass from Tashin, goalkeeper Hassan hesitated and handled the ball too slowly. Holland immediately rushed in to challenge, causing the Iraqi goalkeeper to deflect the ball off him and into the net, completing his double in the first half. The Norwegian striker became the 5th player to score a double at the 2026 World Cup, after Kylian Mbappé, France, Kai Havertz, Germany, Elijah Just, New Zealand, Yassine Ayari, Sweden, and Fuller Balogun, USA. In the second half, the Nordic team proactively retreated deep into their own half and waited for opportunities to counterattack. After the cooling-off break, they unexpectedly accelerated. In the 76th minute, from a corner kick by Martin Odegaard, centre-back Leo Østigård rose high to head the ball into the net, making it 3-1 and almost extinguishing any hope for Iraq. Norway made all 5 substitutions, but Holland was kept on the field with the goal of completing a hat-trick. His clearest chance came in the 83rd minute when he broke through to face Hassan. However, the Manchester City striker's left-footed shot went straight to the Iraqi goalkeeper. Nevertheless, Holland still managed to leave his mark on the final goal. In the final attacking move in the 6th minute of added time, the Manchester City striker headed the ball across the far post, creating a scramble in front of the Iraqi goal. Thorstvedt rushed in to contest the ball, causing it to deflect off Ayman Hussein into the net, sealing a 4-1 victory for Norway. The convincing victory against Iraq not only gave Norway a perfect start, but also extended memorable days for the country's fans. After a 28-year wait since their last World Cup appearance, Norwegian supporters are enjoying every moment with their team. In the stands in the US, red covered many areas. The enthusiastic cheers, along with the familiar Viking rowing dance, transformed the football festival into a true Norwegian celebration.
Slips it ahead.
The match between Argentina and Algeria in the opening round of Group J of the 2026 World Cup ended with a 3-0 victory for the defending champions. Notably, superstar Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in this match, making history with many unforgettable milestones. The match started excitingly when, in the 5th minute, Messi put the ball into the net of Algeria with a delicate shot from a tight angle. However, the goal was disallowed due to offside. Just 3 minutes later, Algeria also had a goal disallowed for offside. However, the fans didn't have to wait long to see a goal. In the 17th minute, Messi dribbled the ball and unleashed a superb long-range shot to beat the Algerian goalkeeper and open the scoring. This was Messi's 118th goal in 200 appearances for Argentina. With the lead, Argentina became even more energized and continuously pressed Algeria, led by Messi. It wasn't until the final minutes of the first half that Algeria were able to start building up play and have their first shots on goal against Argentina. However, they were unsuccessful and went into halftime trailing 0-1. In the second half, Argentina maintained their relentless pressure. Messi had several long-range shots and assists for his teammates, but none were successful, and just when it seemed Algeria could hold on, Messi stepped up. In the 60th minute, Mac Allister unleashed a long-range shot that forced the Algerian goalkeeper to make a save. Messi was in the right place at the right time to tap the ball in from close range, making it 2-0. Messi equaled Ronaldo's record for most goals in the World Cup with 15 goals. In the 76th minute, Messi completed his hat-trick by initiating an attack before receiving the ball back from a teammate and unleashing a powerful shot to make it 3-0. This was his 16th goal in World Cup history, equaling Klose's record. Immediately after completing his hat-trick, Messi was substituted, and Argentina seemed uninterested in scoring more goals. Meanwhile, Algeria also gave up completely and waited for the final whistle. The match ended with a 3-0 victory for Argentina. A perfect start for the defending champions and for Messi personally. The match between Austria and Jordan ended with a 3-1 victory for the European side. Despite being considered the much stronger team, Austria earned their 3 points relatively hard-fought thanks to an own goal from their opponent and the decisive goal in the 11th minute of added time. Considered the weakest team in their first World Cup appearance, the Jordanian players showed they weren't just there for fun. The Asian team, with their weaker squad against Austria, chose to play with a low defensive line, taking advantage of the opponent's high defensive line to create counter-attacking opportunities. This style of play allowed Jordan to have even more chances to score against Austria. However, Austrian goalkeeper A. Schlager played impressively and made several good saves for his team. The goalkeeper's solidity reassured his teammates further up the field, and in their first and almost only shot of the first half, Austria capitalized with a perfectly curved shot by Romano Schmid in the 20th minute. The first half was fairly straightforward. Austria controlled possession in the game. Captain David Alaba pushed forward from the back, and Kalajic created opportunities to build up play and put pressure on Jordan's goal. The problem for coach Ralf Rangnick lay behind. Whenever Jordan counter-attacked, Al-Tamari had the speed to trouble them, and the crossbar rattled once. Controlling the game without a second goal could be precarious. And this became a reality at the start of the second half. In the 50th minute, Jordan, after winning the ball in their own half, quickly switched to a counter-attack. Baldwin accelerated from midfield, penetrating the Austrian penalty area to execute a perfect curling shot into the far corner, the ball hitting the inside of the post and beating goalkeeper A. Schlager, who had played very well in the first 45 minutes. Surprised by the goal, coach Rangnick made many substitutions and continuously pressed Jordan. But the lack of attacking ideas meant Austria didn't create many threatening situations for goalkeeper Abulila's goal. This forced Austria to look for opportunities from set pieces. In the 67th minute, goalkeeper Abulila's weak punch from a corner kick created an opportunity for Marko Arnautovic to score. However, VAR intervened and disallowed the goal, determining that his teammate Posch had handled the ball beforehand. However, the Austrians' disappointment didn't last long. In the 76th minute, from another corner kick taken by Sabitzer, Arnautovic rose high to head the ball, which this time deflected off the back of the Al Arab defender and flew straight into the Jordan net. And it was this 37-year-old veteran who sealed the match by successfully converting a penalty in the final minute of injury time, securing a 3-1 victory for Austria.
Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you again with the Disney Artist channel. In today's video it will be the character Django from the movie Ratatouille. Django is Remy and Emil's father and the leader of the rat colony. He is a major supporting character in Disney Pixar's 2007 animated feature film Ratatouille. His son, Remy, is gifted with a keen understanding of cuisine, which Django really doesn't understand, as well as a powerful sense of smell and taste. Django notices his son's gift of a strong smell when Remy grabs a poisonous apple core away from him, in which he was going to eat. Because of this, Django gives his son the job of sniffing for rat poison. Django has split apart from his son Remy when their rat colony is discovered by the home's owner, forcing Django and the rats to flee into the sewer. Django is later reunited with Remy when Emil brings him back to the rat colony in their new home they moved into. When Django hears that Remy has been close to humans, he is against it and gives Remy a warning that humans and rats will never get along, showing his son an extermination shop with dead rats hanging on a bar, but Remy refuses to believe this. Later, Remy is captured by Skinner, in which Django and Emil help rescue him. Remy returns to the kitchen, where Linguini reveals the secret of Remy cooking by controlling his movements under his hat to the staff. Everyone is in disbelief and walks out of the kitchen, leaving Linguini helpless. Django finally sees his son's passion and determination to cook, and realizes that humans aren't that bad after he saw what Linguini had done. As of this, he organizes a team of rats to stop the health inspector, who came to Gusto's to check the restaurant for a rat infestation Skinner reported, and the rest of the pack to help Remy out in the kitchen. The team locks the health inspector into the storeroom as well as Skinner when he tries to interfere. Near the end, Django is sitting at mini-tables located on a hedge of a window behind some plants talking with other rats in his son's new restaurant, La Ratatouille. Django's name is referred to only once in the movie, around 58 minutes into the film, when Remy is telling his father about his new living situation. Another rat comes over and starts talking with Django, thus interrupting the conversation. Very faintly, viewers can hear the rat say, "Hey, Django," and proceeds in telling a joke to Django, which makes him chuckle. He shares his name with a spaghetti western hero portrayed by Franco Nero, Uncle Topolino's voice actor. In Remy's Ratatouille adventure, while Emile does the English safety spiel, Django does the Spanish safety spiel. First is to draw from the head to body of the rat, then draw 2 legs for Django. Next is to draw the tail of the rat, then draw 2 arms for Django. Next is to draw the mouth, then draw the eyes and make the face for Django. Finally, attach 2 ears and attach the beard for Django. So the character Django from the movie Ratatouille has been completed. Now, if you like this video tutorial, please remember hit the like and subscribe button to receive the new notify. At the same time, please download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many peoples of the world. Thank you everyone and see you soon.